So, good evening. It's 7 o'clock. We weren't sure if people want to continue these series of reflections or not. On this one occasion, we will do it, and then you can give me feedback as to whether you want to continue or not. Of course, these thoughts are centered around some philosophy which is practical. And some of the thoughts that are issued may be a little obscure to some. But the idea is to issue the reflection or the thought in the morning so that you yourselves have time to reflect on it throughout the day. And it kind of has the effect of carrying you on throughout the day, we hope. So I'm going to elaborate on the reflection of the thought. You see, what I had in the mind was an open field. The Bhagavad Gita classes on Tuesday, for those who attend, will know that we are studying a very important chapter which describes a field. And by field is meant not just your personal field, but also the field of general experience. And as in any field, such an agricultural field, there is a sowing and reaping that takes place. The essential element of karma yoga, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So that whatever we put in is what we get out. And what we get out is a condensed scenes in front of us. Not just here and now, but in the past also, coming up to the front, presenting itself in the present. But the field that is the field of our experience, if we have an eye for it, we can see some beautiful things. Right now in spring, we see the first heads of the daisy flowers in most parts of Europe. And then that will follow seasonally by the yellow flowers, the buttercup. And so we are all, in a sense, like flowers, with the capacity to open up and face the direction of the sun and respond to Mother Nature. And so when we feast our eyes on these beautiful scenes that nature provides us, particularly in the spring season, then it can feed our soul, it can elevate our spirit. And what we require in these times of universal stress, is that we require some kind of formula that will lift us up in the face of potential bad news. What we may take in this way. Not everybody has the same philosophical attitude as we might have, or the benefits of such a firm faith. And of course, we are caught under the canopy of an endless blue sky, and blue represents infinity. And as soon as we think of blue, we think of this infinite invisible that represents pure consciousness. All these impressions that we have are stored up on our memory. And these memories can be combinations of images from pilgrimages, images from beautiful nature scenes, many things which inspire us, all taken in a photographic way in the unconscious mind as a memory, available for replay. These come out, of course, in dreams. And in a dreamy state, we can recall these, but they're not in the same combinations. They're all in varied combinations. And we have no control over it. In fact, the Lord of the universe, responsible for memory and its absence, according to the Bhagavad Gita, brings about these various impressions and haphazardly organizes them. If we analyze these dreams properly, we can make some great sense of them. We can identify areas that previously escaped us. But supposing we use these same techniques of imagination and creative thinking, supposing we construct for ourselves a planned dream, this we have meditation. We have a structured way of directing our thought with an inner commentary, accompanied by feeling, and then a contact. And it takes us to the inner worlds. And this gives us the opportunity to unfold But we understand what is unfolding. God's grace within us is unfolding from within us. It's not us who are meditating. All we're doing is steering God's grace here and there. That's all. And when we steer God's grace here and there, we not only get the benefit for ourselves, but the benefit happens for everybody. So unfolding thus this loving grace, beyond dreams, beyond sleep, beyond the waking, dream, dreamless sleep, these three states of consciousness, we can rest in that pure being, that pure consciousness, which is our own inner identity. And so with these brief reflections on the thought today, then we can continue in a meditative mood, because now the sun is going down and providing us with a mood of quietness and a mood where we can now also settle things down physically, mentally, emotionally. There's a prayer, of course, that accompanied this thought. Oh Lord, by your grace alone, you bring back my wandering mind. It's not me that's doing it, you yourself are doing it. Please God, never lose your companionship. So now let us make the divine our supreme companion as we reflect on these things and allow our minds to open up this reflection and deepen our experience into meditation. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.